We are back with Yungatita, and they are about to get into their very first song here. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, and...
So freaking good. So sick. Oh, that was so sick. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh,
Thanks for
you.
doing this. Yeah, I have a lot of questions for y'all. But we'd love to start with maybe just like a little origin story, if you'd be down to give us one. Yeah, just kind of like how y'all met and started doing this, because I know you from Katsu, and like Paul's awesome. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
but,
shout out Katsu.
But yeah, I would just love to know like how you started and found this band and everything.
Yeah, so me and Ernie have been jamming since we were 14 years old. So it's been forever now. And he was actually the first person I've ever written a song with.
Damn.
So that's cool. And then he left after high school to college in the Bay Area. And so I was kind of here in and out of bands in that whole time. And when he came back, which was like 8 years later, I had already joined Katsu, where I met these guys at. And it just so happened that we all grew up in the same area and we all went to the same high school, but like I had missed them by a few years because I was older. But yeah, then they were playing around in a bunch of bands. And so we ended up just kind of like, really vibing when I joined Katsu. And so they heard that I had a song out on SoundCloud that kind of took off.
Yeah.
And they were like, why don't we start a band? And then Ernie had come back and I was like, this is just perfect timing, And so, yeah, we just started jamming, and that's kind of how it happened.
Damn.
That's like a really watered down version. There's like so much stuff that happened in between, but that's basically the gist of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's
Yeah.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like a kind of seamless thing then. That's great. And so you were writing music kind of by yourself and just putting it out through SoundCloud and things, and
yeah. So
Gotcha.
I was in and out of bands. Like, I swear, dude, having a band is like the worst sometimes. But yeah, so all of my bands were like falling through. Like, none of them stuck. Even if I wasn't like the leader of it, like even if I just joined as like, someone else's project, it's like, I swear, like nobody could hold it together. So
Yeah.
I kind of got sick of it around like 2016, 2017, and I just started making my own music. And I put out a few songs, and one of them kind of blew up on SoundCloud and started going like mini viral. And then I put out another one, and then that one went mini viral. So I was like, okay, so I think I'm doing the right thing here
Yeah.
by just doing shit solo, doing
No,
doing things solo. But yeah, so and then I met the guys, or like all the guys kind of linked up together, and
nice.
yeah, now we're here.
That's tight. Yeah, it's cool because I feel like your sound, like a lot of your songs sound really kind of chill and like dreamy in a sense, and have that kind of like indie pop kind of like sensibilities. But then live also, it's like a rock show.
Yeah, no,
It's
for
like
sure.
sick.
I
Yeah.
think people get thrown off sometimes.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I didn't know that they like went this hard. You know what I mean? But no, I definitely like, when I was writing music alone, it was, I can't, I'm not a shredder or anything. I just kind of write songs. So it did sound a lot softer. But now
Yeah.
that I have the guys, it's like, I kind of make them do like, all right, do this, make it hard. You guys play
Yeah.
guitar better than I do, So, yeah.
Yeah, you all are rock stars. Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, I was gonna ask, like, when you're writing music now, like, and now that you have kind of the full project, and obviously it's working really well. I feel like you guys are in such a cool groove right now, and like playing cool shows, and like the songs obviously are doing really big numbers and everything. Do you want are you writing harder music, or like a little bit more rock-based stuff, or like how?
Yeah, basically. So like that was always my intention from
Yeah.
the get-go. It's just that, like I said, I was writing songs by myself, just in my bedroom with my little keyboard. It's like the only way I could go is kind of soft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now that I have like a full band, and like, all of our musical influences are kind of meshing together, I'm definitely writing more for like a rock band.
Sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So
That's
that's
fun.
That's like what I like. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. And then one more thing, just on the before we get into a couple more songs, I'm always so curious with so when did you join Catfield?
I must have been 2018.
Okay.
2018? Yeah, around that time.
Okay,
The
cool.
end of 2017, early 2018. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And do you think you like learned a lot of things from being in that band that you're able to like implement into the Yungatita project?
Oh yeah, for
Like,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, just live performance in general.
Yeah.
We've played, we've done like a nationwide tour and all that with Katsu, and so just playing every night, you
Yeah.
kind of just get this like. It makes it so much easier to just get in front of people after a while.
Yeah.
And then also like meshing with like other musicians.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and even like a lot of stuff from behind the scenes, it's like, okay, now I know like what not to do or what to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And kind of manage it a little bit better, even though I still suck. But but yeah, so it really did help being in his band, and I have a lot of fun in that band.
Yeah.
Because like it's not my it's not like my actual
Right.
project, so I just go up there and play,
Right.
And it's pretty. Or we all just go up there and just jam out,
Jam.
So we don't got to be worrying about like having to sing or anything like that,
Yeah.
So that's fun,
That's what I'm always so curious too, because it's probably like such a different experience being like the front person of the
Yeah.
band.
Oh yeah, it's way more nerve wracking. It's
Yeah.
way more. Yeah, I get like anxiety and stuff. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta go sing and play all these instruments at the
Right.
same time in front of a bunch of people. So
I shouldn't have written such crazy music. Gotta use all these
Basically.
instruments.
yeah.
Right. It's awesome. I love how y'all bring it to life. It's
Yeah,
it's
thank you,
so
thank
so
you.
cool, and so yeah, it's so interesting. Like the keyboards, I know that you usually use like a stack too, and like it's sick. It's really really cool.
Yeah, thanks.
And with that, maybe we'll get into a couple more songs.
Okay. Cool.
That
Yeah.
works.
got some time to think. I think that's why I'm handcuffed to this armchair. Get out of my room, it's all inside your head. How can it be I'm handcuffed to this armchair? Such a goddamn waste of time and time again. I try to run, but I'm just handcuffed to this armchair. Following your rules, it's all inside your head. How can it be I'm handcuffed to this armchair?
I'm so blown away right now. I like, need to just like clap. That was freaking crazy, guys. That is so special. I'm like, yeah, I'm like kind of at a loss for words. That's so fucking good. Yeah, absolutely. Geez. Okay. Well, let me think about the things I was gonna ask. I wanted to talk about like the crazy big song, 7 weeks, 3 days.
Oh yeah.
I'd be remiss not to ask about that. It just like took off. It has this like crazy life of its own. Like what happened?
Yeah, so that one's a weird one because it just took off on its own. Well, it went mini viral when I first dropped it back in 2018, I think. That's always been the one. That's always been the one, you know. So it kind of went mini viral, and then it chilled for a minute, and then when we dropped the EP in 2020, it kind of got a little bit more attention. There was like my friend made a remix. He's in Harmless. I like that remix. Yeah. So Nacho, shout out Nacho. So, and then out of nowhere, just a couple months ago, it like started racking up like all of these listens, and I was like, what is going on? And I guess apparently TikTok had found it. And I think what's funny is that I went into my SoundCloud and I was looking through the comments of that song, and somebody commented saying, wait till TikTok finds this. And then like a month later or like a couple weeks later, somebody responded to that comment saying, found it. And that's when everything started taking off. I was like, what in the world? And so, yeah, now it just has like this life of its own where I'm just like, okay, it's doing its thing. Yeah. Like, it's kind of like a child that, you know, they left the nest and you're just like, okay, I'm, you know, they're living their life, you know? Yeah. So, yeah.
It as like the introduction and they're like, oh, but this is what we want.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. It is very different from what we play now. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But it never was meant to be like it didn't solidify like what I had originally wanted to do with the band. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, we're doing the thing I want to do, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah. But totally. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be so fun to experience that like a hit like that, like you know what I mean? Like when you open up Spotify for artists, you're like, what the hell, like this huge spike. I'm sure it's like a cool feeling.
It's very surreal, honestly, because it's you look at the numbers and you're like, what even, like these are numbers I would have never even imagined. You know, so it's
that's
pretty
sick.
interesting.
That's really cool. Do you still like play? Do you play that live on during shows and stuff?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. I personally liked our live performance one a little bit better than the actual. But I mean, I see the appeal for both.
Totally.
So.
So with going forward, are there? So you guys are obviously writing new music. You have some new tracks. Like, do you have like big plans now? Like, because that song, since it's racking up a ton of streams and stuff, I imagine like you're getting hit up by labels and people, I would imagine. I'm sure it's a little sketchy. You don't have to talk on it. It's all good. It's all good.
I mean, we're like trying the best we can. I think like where I come from is like I'm trying to get my album done. Yeah. You know, so like everything else is just noise right now. Like if that song wouldn't have gone viral, then I would just be working on my album right now. Right. You know what I mean? And doing what I want to do. So I just had to kind of like shut out stuff. Yeah. And be like, you know, and I have a team, like we have a little team, and, you know, they handle like that business stuff. Yeah. And I'm just kind of focusing, well, right now on school because I'm almost done. My finals week is literally this week.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. But, so, you know, they're handling that while I handle the album and other stuff, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, thank you for being here on the finals week. That's crazy.
Honestly, thank you for having us.
We'll wrap it up soon. But
no, you're good.
Because Claire, shout out to Claire. She reached out to you. Yeah, she's been awesome to work with. So that's got to be nice.
Yeah, she's great. Shout out Claire.
Yeah, does it feel good, kind of like having a team, so you don't have to like worry about that stuff?
They have helped us. I mean, it's only been a couple weeks, but they have helped us so much, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you. Like this is alleviating so much stress.
That's great.
Yeah, so
that's great. Hell yeah.
Yeah, shout out Greg and Tessa. They're fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
Oh, sorry. They're really cool.
Is Greg in Cheek Face?
Yes.
Okay, that's the guy. Yeah, he was gonna come in, but then Robert actually got COVID, and then Cheek Face is bringing out this band I managed, Sad Park, on the tour, with them next year. Yeah, so one big happy family.
No, totally.
But shout out to Greg. Thank you, Greg. So going forward, you want is the album, you think it's going to be done and ready to go next year, or like what's?
Yeah, so we're hoping before summer of next year, or by summer of next year, we'll drop a debut.
Sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And maybe a couple singles on the way, so because that's still kind of a ways down.
Oh, that's going to be so fun.
Yeah, we have the track list on some cardboard at the
Heck
studio,
yeah.
all rinky dink.
Oh man, I mean, I'm sure your fans are requesting this already, but I really hope you guys press it on vinyl.
Oh yeah,
okay,
that's
cool.
definitely in the works. That's in the talks.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like your sound is gonna be so crazy. Just like hearing it on vinyl will be sick. Yeah, super excited for the new music and everything. Do you have like on that album or what you're writing? Like, is there kind of is there like a theme about it or something you're writing like lyrically? Is there something you want to like say?
Yeah. It's not a concept album, I wouldn't say, like, you know, but the theme is around like, you know, I kind of grew up, and I don't want to get too much into it, but I kind of grew up in an abusive household, and so a lot of it is just kind of reflecting on that and like the repercussions of what that. You know, it gets a little deep, I guess. You know, it gets a little bit crazy, but yeah, this kind of releasing a lot of that stuff that I had held on to for like a lot of my life.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
No,
I'm
it's all
sure.
good.
The catharsis or like that experience writing, I'm sure must have been a pretty powerful thing. So
very healing, honestly, very healing. I have sat down and like cried while writing some lyrics.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, not that they're profound or anything. Like I'm not saying like I write the greatest lyrics, but but for me, I'm just like, oh my god, you know. So
that's I mean, it's like such a bummer that this is kind of the way that it is, but I feel like some of like the greatest art has come from some like really deep pain.
Yeah,
so it's
totally.
like that's exciting that you were able to kind of generate it into something productive and something positive and like great music. I'm sure that's going to come out. So that's exciting. That's really exciting.
Yeah, thanks so much.
I mean, good luck on finals. Congrats on final
Almost
week. That's
done.
exciting.
I got one more semester.
nice. And then you got to tour the world.
And
so
hopefully that's the goal.
Yeah. Is there like on a lighter note, like a dream tour, a dream band to go out with, artists to go out with?
My dream. It's not even. You already know what I'm gonna say. You already know what I'm saying. I just want to go to Lakewood, Ohio. Okay.
Really?
I just want to play in Lakewood, Ohio. Like that has. I don't know. I love it there. Like we played at Mahal's. Shout out Mahal's for being so
Isn't
cool.
it like a bowling alley?
Yes, it's the best. It's the best. And they like where the stage is at and stuff. It's like all like decorated, fun, like Pee Wee's Playhouse or something. It's so cool. I love it there. I want to go back. I want to play there.
That's sick.
So that's my dream. I don't care with who. Like just take us there. Also, Kilby Court in Utah. That's cool too. Salt Lake City. So yeah, right. It's in Salt Lake. Yeah, I want to do that too. So I just have places I want to play.
That's so cool.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, Lakewood. We were mentioning about Robert's a touring photographer, and he's been around the country a few times this year, and I think he's probably been to that spot, right? Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It looks cool in pictures.
Yeah, it's super cool.
That's awesome. That's very cool. I'm sure you'll get there very, very soon. I imagine it's probably
hopefully.
in the works already. But yeah, do you want to get into the cover track, and then we'll kind of close things, talk a little bit, close things out, and then get you out of here?
Super down.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah. Run it.
You
Hell yeah. That's crazy. Oh, that was so fucking cool. Damn. Were you in a punk band before?
I used to.
Okay.
Two of my first two bands. First one was a synth punk band,
Oh, sick.
and the second one was like a punk kind of rock band.
Sick.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that was like years ago, like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
12 years ago. Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's wild.
But yeah, so it's fun to bring it back.
Yeah, I know. So like, you guys are like hardcore guitar players. That's sick, dude. Yeah, that was insane. Yeah, I mean, so before we wrap things up, was there some things maybe that you wanted to talk about that we didn't cover, or like any shout outs or mentions, or
Who are we shouting out? Shout out the homies, Freedom Curse. I love them. They're our homies. They have a band. Oh yeah, we just did a mini
Sundiver?
tour
Yeah.
with Sundiver. Amazing
Yeah.
band.
Sick.
Like, not to be all like, fangirl or nothing, but
yeah,
amazing musician, Chris, Sonny. Yeah.
And we've played with them like since we first started.
Yeah, we had been following them for like a long time. We played a show together like 3 years ago or something.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it was really cool to have them, or for them to have us open up for them on this little mini tour that they did.
Yeah.
It was super fun. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Super good musicians. Like, love them all. They're fucking they're really great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, cool.
And then yeah, shout out Slow Dance. Yeah, can we say that? I'm gonna say that. And then shout out you guys. Wow, great. Oh yeah, and shout out you guys.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
of
this was
course.
fun.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad it was a good time. I'll just do a quick couple of shout outs from my end. The wonderful Guayaki Yerba Mate.
Ooh.
Thank you, Guayaki, for the band's got some. They're chilling. They're drinking them. They're loving them. Thank you for powering the series, keeping us alive, being the best partners. Love y'all. And then, of course, as always, DC Shoes. DC Shoes is a
Ooh.
sponsor of the series. They've kept us alive for like 3 years now. They're awesome. If I could get y'all sizes, we'll get you some kicks.
No
I got some
way,
DCs
dude,
on
that
right
would be
now.
so-
They're
wow.
freaking tight. They're the best. And then last but not least, Topo Chico Mineral Water, who's been the original sponsor of this for the last few years. So thank you, Topo Chico, for everything you do. And Yungatita, thank you so
No,
much.
thank
That
you
was
for having
honestly
us.
like, I'm so blown away. It might be the most special thing we've recorded in here. That was freaking crazy. I can't wait. Yeah, can't wait to edit this, and yeah, it's just gonna be amazing. So thank you
No, thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Cool. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
All right,
See ya.